Welcome student, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now the discussion is about the Werner's theory. It is a part of the coordination chemistry that plays very important role in the securing rank. Alfred Werner is the name of the scientist who is the first scientist who discovered what type of the bond present between central metal atom and the ligand. For his discovery, he awarded by the Nobel Prize also. What he done an experiment is here 4 test tubes are taken. Different quantities of the cobalt chloride ammonias are added to the 4 different test tubes, and the AgNO3 solution is added from the top of the test tube. And what he observed here, the first test tube is precipitated the 3 moles of AgCl Kurdi white precipitate, second is a 2 mole, third is a 1 mole, and the fourth is not forming any precipitate, or any Kurdi white precipitate is not formed at the bottom of the test tube. Based on this, here Alfred Werner proposed his theory that we call as the Werner's theory. What is the postulates presented in the Werner's theory is here every complex compound contains one central metal atom, that the central metal atom possessing the 2 types of valencies. One is called as a 1 degree valency, another is called as a 2 degree valency, is also called as a primary valency and secondary valency. Primary valency numerically equals to oxidation state of the central atom. Secondary valency numerically equals to the coordination number of the central atom. Primary valency is also called as a ionizable valency. Secondary valency is called as a non-ionizable valency, and primary valency is represented by dotted line, secondary valency represented by solid thick line. Primary valency is satisfied by the negative ligands, and secondary valency is satisfied by negative, neutral, sometimes positive ligands also. And the primary valency is non-directional, whereas the secondary valency is the directional. Based on this postulate, Alfred Werner proposed his theory. If any ligand which satisfies both the valencies, primary as well as the secondary valency, those can be represented by both the line, that is dotted line, as well as the solid thick line. Making use of the secondary valency is a directional. Based on this, one can able to predict the structure of the complex, because those are oriented in a particular geometry around the central metal atom. Now with the help of a particular example, we illustrate the Werner's theory. What the first example is cobalt chloride mixed with the 6 ammonia. This is the formula, Werner formula, ionization, number of moles of AgNO3, and how it is related with the molar conductivity is the question. Here, what is the primary valency of this one is X, each Cl is a monodentate negative ligand, minus 1 into 3 is a minus 3. Ammonia is a monodentate neutral ligand, hence the cobalt oxidation number is a plus 3. Oxidation number, that is numerically equals to the primary valency. That's what the primary valency is a plus 3. In that cases, the secondary valency should be the 6. Making use of that, the Werner is wrote like this, the formula, hexaamine cobalt 3 chloride. When it is dissolved in water, whatever the species which is present outside the sphere, that is getting ionized. The total number of the particles formed here is this is total only one complex ion, and ionization ions is a 3. Total number of the ions formed here is 4 ions are forming. Then how many Cls are present outside the sphere? Previously asked question. That is equal to the number of moles of AgNO3. Due to the presence of 3 Cl minus outside, hence it required 3 moles of AgNO3 to form a Kurdi white precipitate of 3 AgCl. Whereas if the cobalt chloride is mixed with the 5NH3, what should be the primary valency? Plus 3. If the primary valence is a plus 3, the secondary valence is 6, should be 6. But here is only the 5 ammonias are there, that the primary valence is ionizable. It may be present outside the sphere and it may be present inside the sphere. That's what, in order to equate the coordination number or secondary valency, 5 NH3s and 1 Cl total become the 6. That's what, it's a 6. Now it is a primary valence is a 3. That means the species which is present outside the sphere only, that is getting hydrolyzed. Here this is a complex is total 1 sphere and here is a 2. Total is the 3 ions are forming. Due to the presence of 2 Cl minus outside, it requires 2 moles of AgNO3. Whereas cobalt chloride 4NH3 is given. 4 plus 2 is a 6. Secondary valency is a 6. Primary valency is a plus 3. Only 1 Cl present outside. 1 plus 1 is a 2 ions only forming. Hence, the number of Cl's present ionization sphere is only 1. Hence, it requires only 1 mole of the AgNO3 to form a Kurdi-Wade precipitate of AgCl. Here is a 3NH3 primary valency, it is a well known, that is plus 3. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, secondary valency is a 6. There is no ions present in the outside the sphere. Hence, number of moles of AgNO3 required be the 0. Hence, AgCl Kurdi precipitate is not formed where that 3 and here is also 3 ions are present. Next one. What is molar conductivity and thermal conductivity? Molar conductivity is directly proportional to number of ions in aqueous solution. How many ions are presented here? 4, 3, 2, 1. Means while moving from the top to bottom, conductivity is a decreases. First species possess more conductance than compared with the last species because the first containing more number of ions. With the help of the second most example, the platinum complex is given. When the platinum chloride is mixed with the 6 moles of ammonia, a complex is formed. Hexaamine platinum 4 chloride is formed. As the different composition of the ammonia is added to the stable compounds of the platinum tetrachloride, then the different complexes are forming. Here what should be the primary valency is a plus 4 is the primary valency. The secondary valency is the coordination number is a 6. How many Cl's present outside is a 4. Hence blindly we require 4 moles of AgNO3. As a result, Kurdi-Wade precipitate of the 4 AgCl will form. Here is a 5 NH3 is there, but we need to make the secondary valency into 6. Hence 1 Cl is coming inside the square bracket. As a result, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Secondary valence is a 6 and the primary valence is the plus 4 as usual. Now that Cl's present outside the sphere is only 3. Hence the 3 moles of AgCl is required. Here PtCl4 4NH3 is given. Outside the sphere is a Cl minus 2 Cl's are there. Hence require 2 moles of AgNO3, 1 mole of AgNO3 and there is no. What is the ionic conductance or electrical conductance or thermal conductance? How many ions are formed? Here is a 1 plus 4 is equal to 5 ions are forming. Here is a 4 ions are forming. Here the 3 ions are forming. Here the 2 ions is forming and here is a 1 ion. Means while moving from the top to bottom in this complex, the molar conductance, ionic conductance and thermal conductance are decreases due to it is directly proportional to the number of particles in the aqueous solution only. Here making use of that also one can able to represent directly how many Cl's are present outside the square bracket. That is equal to the number of moles of AgCl precipitated or number of moles of AgNO3 is required. Now with the help of the primary valency and the secondary valency, we represent the structures of the complexes. Since we already discussed it, the secondary valency is the directional, means which is arranged in a particular positions in the space around the central metal atom. That's what the 6 is the secondary valency. Hence the shape should be the square bipyramidal or also called octahedron geometry. The primary valence is a plus 3, secondary valence is a 6. Primary valence is a non-directional, you may keep anywhere, and the secondary valence is a directional. That's what it must need to represent like a square bipyramidal or octahedron. Whenever you want to represent the Cl as a minus 1, you must need to represent the cobalt as a plus 3. Here 1 Cl is coming inside. Here the primary valence is a plus 3. Cl is a minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 2 is a minus 2 and minus 1 is a minus 3, nothing but the plus 3 is there. This Cl is satisfying both the valencies. That's what we represented both the line, that is solid thick line as well as the dotted line. If you want to keep the minuses, you may keep as a plus 3. Here 2 Cl's present inside. In order to make the coordination number 6, it is ionizable valency. Those 2 Cl's are represented like this. Here the 3 Cl's which are satisfying both the primary valency as well as the secondary valency. Hence we may represent it like here is the plus 3 like this. The important object from the coordination chemistry, one is the easiest one is the Werner's theory. Thank you.